think for many individuals it works well. There are people who do want casual work because they've got family responsibilities or they're studying. Some people have several different jobs, and this kind of casual arrangement suits them well. But there are others where we do suspect that a certain amount of exploitation is taking place. I mean, a classic case is where somebody's employed on a 0 hours contract, they've got no guaranteed hours of work, and they therefore get no pay, but where the employer is insisting that they cannot work for other people. Now, when you get into that kind of arrangement, it does seem to me to be fundamentally unacceptable. I don't think there's any prospect of our government or any other government wanting to ban 0 hours contract in principle, because for many people, having very flexible arrangements, having several different jobs, doing casual work suits them perfectly well, suits them as well as their employers. What we might have to take action on, and we're getting legal advice on this at the moment, is some of the abusive practices which centre in particular on the issue of exclusivity. In other words, when an individual is tied into a 0 hours contract where there's no guaranteed pay or work, but they're prevented from working for other companies as well. I need first of all to get a very clear legal picture, which is very murky at the moment. There's a lot of rather kind of opaque arrangements here. So we need to get the legal position clear. We need to get a clear picture of how extensive it is. And for example, there was publicity last week about Buckingham Palace. And we were told initially that the workers at Buckingham Palace had a 0 hours contract and weren't allowed to work for other companies. When we pursued the matter, it turned out that the workers had to ask for permission, which isn't quite the same thing. So when we're talking about abuse, there's a whole gradation of issues here. Most of the people on 0 hours contract do have an income, though it is a fluctuating income. Many of the people find that this is a satisfactory way of working because they can combine several different jobs, build it around family, study and other responsibilities. But for many workers it is not a satisfactory arrangement, and they are being taken advantage of or appear to be in a weak labour market. And I don't deny we've been through a major economic crisis, and there are a lot of pressures on low pay and pressures on employment, and fully understand that there may well be abusive conditions in that market.